Come on. Let's go! What is happening? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today, we are taking on Grand Rapids Rotary North. This course is absolutely surrounded by water, hazards on over half the holes, that's why I chose it. And also guys, this is my childhood backyard. I grew up about 3 miles from here, so it's super cool to be back. Now make sure you grab some flippers, grab your goggles, and let's go toss some plastic. And we've made it to Grand Rapids, Rotary North, hole 1, 300 feet, dead straight up the gut, and it's a par 4. So we're going for an eagle. Everything is completely soaked, but I'm excited to get this round going. Starting off with the hex. Oh yeah, that'll do. This place is just full of wildlife, very cool, nice first drive, and hey, an eagle is an eagle. Hole 2, a proper par 4, 520 feet. We're throwing to that little opening up there in the woods. These are some nice open holes to really get the arm warmed up. Oh, I turned it over. Fight, fight. These rubber tee pads are definitely slippery, especially when your feet are soaked from all the dew in the grass. So keep that in mind if you come here. Good distance on that. This really is a beautiful pin location. We still have probably 110 foot, slight anti-shot going with the Proton Envy. Settle. Oof, not great, but it should still be a short putt. Keep in mind guys, everywhere you see woods, everything around this pin, this is all swamp water. It'd be almost impossible to get your disc back. So hopefully we avoid all that today. We've left ourselves about a little 12 footer for the 3. Hole 3, par 3, 285 feet, dead straight. The basket's wedged up in between the woods and that little grass mound up there. Again, we're gonna go with the hex. Oh, highs are back. Oh, not great. Luckily, we did land in the open. We still have about a 32 footer for the 2. I do have a sneaky dead straight line through these trees. Well, that was good. That was really good. Well, let's run that back for the par. We got about halfway there, leaving us about 15 feet for the 3. Nice putt. Like I said, guys, this is my childhood backyard. I went to my grandpa's house last night. He lives 1.4 miles away from here. It went great. The usual, I showed up, I said hi, I told him I loved him, and he told me to leave. So that's how it goes. I love my grandpa. He's a really nice guy. Hole 4, 255 feet, wide open, dead straight. There is an old golf bunker right in front of the basket. We are gonna go with the Kia, and you might be thinking, Hunter, it looks like a completely different time. Well, because it is. It's 7 p.m. Apparently there are not 1, not 2, but 3 holes that are very easily missed on this course, so we're back to button them up. Be good, be good. That should be pretty good. This is just barely out of the hazard, so we'll take that. Hole 5, this one will get you 650 feet, par 4. The hole is shaped like a giant L, and it does show that if you try to go up this middle, you can cut the hole in half. But honestly, guys, that's all water, and that lane looks almost non-existent with how overgrown everything is. So I'm just gonna play it safe, swing the Firebird wide, and we're gonna need a huge second shot. I hope that's not in the water. Talk about playing with fire, guys. Our Firebird's right here. We got Ugly Swamp right here. And just look at this pathway that you have to throw through, and both sides are swamp. Sheesh. We still have probably 310 feet to the basket. I'm gonna go with the Scorpion. It is pretty stable. Hopefully we don't overturn it. Look at that deer. Can you guys see that deer in the fairway? What's going on here? It's got a baby and everything. I mean, the nerve, you know what I mean? Settle. Oh, that was really tough footing. We had a solid 200-foot rip on that one. We still have about 80 feet for the 3. Come on. Let's go! What is happening? I'm hitting so many long putts lately. Let's go. Hole 6, nice and simple, 250 feet, dead straight. The basket's tucked in between that big tree and the woods over there. We're gonna go with the Champion Rhino. All right, might be a weird putt. I don't know about you guys, but I always feel the most pressure on the short, wide open holes. They feel like absolutely muskets. Hole 7, 281 feet. We have this tight window right off the tee. We want to throw a big turnover or a sidearm shot. I'm going to try to force over the hex, and hopefully it works out pretty good. Hold it. I think that's going to be a little short. We still have about 32 feet for the 2. Oh no. For the par. Hole 8, 330 feet. This hole is an absolute nightmare if you don't have a spotter and it's your first playthrough. This is a very tight, crazy fairway, sharp right turn, sharp left turn, hazard on both sides. And to be fair, after hole 6's basket, you see a tee pad and a sign like 50 feet away. I just walked to it and played it. It was hole 9. Hole 7 is like this big loop around the park, over a bridge. It's very easy to skip holes 7 and 8, so keep that in mind if you come here. I'm just gonna throw a light T-bird, play for the par. That might be lost. This hole would be an absolute blast to go for if you had a spotter, but it's just too late for me in the day to try to go for something like that. We still have about 100 feet for the 2. Should be an easy par. For the par, hole 9, 450 feet, dead straight with the left finish around the group of trees up there, and it's a par 3. I'm not understanding this. This is a par 3. We had a 300-foot wide open par 4. So I don't understand. I don't make the rules, but we're gonna go with the Champion boss. Good distance. Get down. That'll probably be a long putt. Nice drive. We've left ourselves about a 40-footer. Let's see if we can knock another long one down. Nope. Ah, dang it. For the 3. 2 cool putts, they said. How is this even possible? Just a quick 90-foot comeback putt. Hole 9 break. And guys, I got another spicy one coming your way. What are your thoughts on finding discs? Oh yeah, we're going down this road. What do you guys do if you find a disc in the fairway, in the basket, or in the water? The fairway and the basket, that's a pretty simple one. Usually, give or take about 3 holes, you'll see someone come steaming back towards you, and you know exactly what they're looking for. Now in the water, things get interesting. I remember one of the first times I threw a disc in the water, without hesitation, I ran and jumped in there. During that dive, it took me quite a while to find my disc, but I did. It was a Kelvin Heimberg Halo Destroyer. It was an absolute beauty, but I did find a handful of others in the process. And I remember hitting this moral dilemma, right? Because you went in the water, you found the disc, and it does have somebody else's name and number on it, but you know that there's a 99% chance they never even went in there, they never even looked for it, and they pretty much just gave up on it. And especially with disc golf getting so popular, you can't go to a course with any water on it and not have somebody who's diving in there like twice a week. It has gotten absolutely crazy. I've noticed it at my local courses. Every other day when you're there playing, there's somebody in a full wetsuit constantly diving and pulling discs out nonstop. And when I've talked to them, quite a few of them don't even disc. They just noticed and saw other people doing it, so they started doing it, and they just walk down to the local shop, unload them all for $3 a piece, and for them, it's just easy money. So, which side are you guys on? The person who actually gets in the water and finds them, or the person who bought the disc and put their name on it? Let me know. Hole 10, 290 feet, dead straight. It does look like there's an old golf bunker in front of the basket, and we're gonna give the Scorpions some redemption because our last shot with it was horrible. Highs are back, highs are back. That should be a pretty good putt. The Scorpion worked out quite well, leaving us only about 12 feet for the two. Hole 11, 180 feet, nice and simple, dead straight. Let's see if we can get an ace run with the old Champion Rhino. Oh, perfect line, just too low. This is what I'm talking about, guys. 180 feet wide open, and I leave myself 25 feet short. You hate to see it. There's no reason for it, but for the two. Oh no, for the par. Hole 12, 350 feet, dead straight. You have to choose either the hyzer lane in between the trees or a wide open sidearm or turnover shot. Well, I chose right at the tree. Definitely not an ideal tee shot, but we were just trying to get another long one for the camera. This is about 100 feet, just out of my putting range, so we're gonna go with a soft toss. Oh, good little line for the par. I thought this course was going to be an absolute thriller. That's why I picked it. There is a ton of water everywhere. A really errant tee shot will end up in the river, but it is pretty easily avoidable. It is a bit harder if you're a lefty. I apologize if the wide open feels kind of boring. It's not what I expected, but it doesn't make it a bad course. It's a nice change of pace, but I get pretty bored. Hole 13, 285 feet, dead straight. It is a pretty low ceiling and it is uphill, so this is actually a pretty tricky line to hit. I'm just gonna take the hex, throw it full speed, and hopefully dig into the side of the hill. Oh, that was ugly. Luckily, the hex battled through pretty good. We still have about a 22-footer uphill for the two. Oh, nice. I almost fell forward on that. Hole 14, now things are getting interesting. It says it's only 220 feet. I'm gonna be honest, I do not trust that number at all. We have water all down the left, and I think we have a little water carry in the middle. This is what I was looking for when I came to this course. That should be a short putt, and that's nowhere near 220. I am super curious what the footage is on this hole. I could be crazy, but 220, I wouldn't have even second guessed it. I would have grabbed a putter and threw it. I threw that hex decently, so I don't trust it, and this is a bad hole to give the wrong numbers on. Hole 15, it's only 221 feet, dead straight. I did check hole 14. UDisc has it as 327 feet. So that is quite the difference. I'm really glad I went with my gut and not what the sign said. Oh, it's so slippery. Not a good shot. A short one got us again. We still have about a 30-footer for the 2. Nope, that's not it. You hate to see it. All right, guys, someone shed some knowledge on me. What does a links style course mean? I chose this course purely for all the water. I do love water holes, and a lot of times when I see courses with a bunch of water, it says link style. So is that all it means, or is there more to it? Please let me know. Hole 16, another wide open one, 270 feet, dead straight. We're gonna go with the light hex. Should be a tap in. For the 2, hole 17, 310 feet, wide open, dead straight. Get down, get down. Oh, good distance, good run. Pretty nice run with the Kotuku, leaving us about 15 feet for the 2. And rounding off Rotary North, we have hole 18, 670 feet. We are gonna go for it over the swamp. Hopefully we land in the fairway, and hopefully we don't slip on any geese poop on this tee pad, because that would be absolutely tragic. That should be in a really good spot. The Proto Firestorm was definitely the right disc. This disc is very stable. We sacrificed some distance to know we'd get back to the fairway, but we still have probably 230 feet-ish to the basket. Oh, a little pull tapper there. Is that a weird thing to say? It sounds weird, doesn't it? Nice way to end the round. And that wraps up today's video at Grand Rapids Rotary North. And guys, this course is not nearly as scary as it looks on UDisc. There is water everywhere, but it is pretty avoidable. Not too high of a risk of losing one. They do have nice rubber tee pads. For the most part, I don't have any problems with them, but if you come in the early morning in Michigan with how much dew we have, they are gonna turn into slip and slides. This is the perfect course to just come hang out, sit by the water, and try out some new discs with all these wide open holes. The baskets most definitely came from an old course. This course is brand new, I'm pretty sure, and those baskets definitely have some years on them, but they are plenty serviceable. I didn't have any issues with them. This course does not require a bunch of shot shapes. It is perfectly maintained though. These guys have been running around on their Toro mowers all day, so shout out to the city for keeping this place cleaned up. But honestly, you guys saw the course on camera, nothing too exciting. Overall, I'd give this course the rating of 6.8 out of 10. It is plenty serviceable. You can come here, you can have a good time, but there's absolutely nothing special about it. And if you want to play it more than once, I imagine you will get bored very quickly. But now I'm going to get back, catch up with all my childhood friends, and now it's your turn to go toss some plastic.